canceled, there's no way that you can stop me. Fully independent, there's no label who can drop me. Y'all been starting rumors, let me help you with some. Yeah. He's a racist, he's a sexist, he's in love with Donald Trump. Y'all can't cancel me, my life is scandal free. There ain't no sponsors taking losses cause the brand is me. My hands are clean, my family and my fans agree. Y'all can't cancel me for facts because you're mad and weak. Go ahead and tell the world I'm ugly and racist. I braid my hair and I don't care about cultural appropriation. I moved to the ghetto, lived in the ghetto, there's no Caucasians. And still I loved every single one of my neighbors. How's a man say I'm clickbait if he gonna use this face to get clicks on his page? Y'all hypocrites are man.
Shout out to Tom McDonald. Thank God for speaking the truth, bro. And before anybody wants to say anything, yeah, my shirt has Pokemon on it because I'm a dad. So get over it and get over yourself. And if you would like to argue about that, please put your comments below so I can respond. And always remember to, my daughter told me this, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thanks, Kai, for the reminder. Alright guys, we're on day 5, fake woke front lines, and here we go. You guys already know what it is. I'm going to click on some MSM, mainstream media headlines, and I'm going to read them, and I'm just going to do like an average interpretation. And before YouTube wants to get all woke on me, remember, these are the ramblings of a madman for the purpose of entertainment, only for comedic value. So I am offering no professional information, no medical information, nothing. I'm just making fun of what's happening. Okay? Now, you guys already know where I like to start, at the Communist News Network. I'm pretty sure that's what that means, right? I'm only a millennial, so my brain is only so big. So I'm pretty sure that's what that means, right? Okay. Anyways, let's get right down and dirty. The number one story. Oh yeah, by the way, it is 8:59 p.m. on the West Coast. February 23rd, 2021. So, boom. That's my cat, sorry. Tiger Woods was calm and lucid after his crash. The golf legend suffered serious leg injuries and was trapped but conscious when first responders reached him, officials say. Okay? That's only about a third of the page. And then we got a double header coming up. The Justice Department facing a tough climb trying to keep Capitol rioters locked up. I imagine it might be tough trying to keep all those Capitol rioters locked up when you guys have been releasing, SJWs at a freaking crazy rate. Like, I'm pretty sure the dude that filmed the video where the girl got shot in the neck in the Capitol riots, he's free right now. And not only he's free, he's also made more money than he's ever made in his entire life off of one video of a woman getting killed that he didn't know minutes before Donald Trump's video even ended, or Donald Trump's speech even ended. But we all know the truth. They are true rioters and Donald Trump incited them, okay? Because we know that they had mopeds and they heard Donald Trump saying, "Let's fight!" And they stopped right there and they drove 150 miles an hour to get to the Capitol Hill riots so they could break in 10 minutes before Donald Trump was done speaking so they could create all of that chaos, right? And a little bit confusing that they had some like professional cameras, professional producers, how they were talking about you got to get this on photo and this and that, because we've all seen the videos, right? All of us watch the impeachment trials. Facebook in YouTube, and they streamed them live, so we all seen what happened, and we all seen the evidence that was manufactured. We all seen the videos that never went to mainstream media because they were held back to go to trial, right? Those guys with the helmets and the Confederate flags and the backpacks that had who knows what in them, and they brought hammers and they brought shields, because those are all things that Donald Trump supporters always bring to every single protest. You know what I mean? It's almost like a to-do list. Like, if you're going to a Donald Trump rally, let's bring a helmet. Check. Let's bring, a hammer. Check. Oh, let's load up all of our guns and bring those with us too. Check. Oh wait, that never happened. Nobody has been charged with possession of weapons as far as I'm concerned. And unless YouTube has been notified of some type of information that they haven't put on their actual link, then I'm pretty sure there's no weapon charges either. Huh. So weird. Anyways, guys, this is only the most reliable news source in the world. CNN. Right? Alright, so in the same, we had 1/3 page about Tiger Woods, which no one cares about because Tiger, we all know what you're involved in, okay? So no one cares about Tiger Woods. So then we go to the Capitol Hill riots. No one cares about the Capitol Hill riots. Like, y'all had like 15 people break inside, or maybe 50, and then y'all decided to bring 60,000. Oh, sorry. 30,000. Oh, sorry. 25. Oh, sorry. 20,000 National Guards members, because that makes sense. There was like 250 people that broke into the Capitol building and started this insurrection. Even though they never burned down the building, they had complete and total control, and if they wanted to, they probably could have, you know what I mean, just ended this whole debate real quick, but they didn't. Oh, they didn't do that. Why not? I don't know. Maybe because they were patriots, and they weren't there to start trouble, and maybe they were there just to protest and have their voices heard, kind of like BLM the year before when they were let into the building by AOC to do their protest, and they were, all these other protests where protesters got into the Capitol Hill, they were all let into the Capitol Hill. It only makes sense because the Capitol is only the most guarded place in the United States. It's not like all of our government officials, all of our representatives, the vice president, the president, all those people are there. So, 35 guards are to blame because, that's all that we have there protecting them, because they're really not that important in the big scheme of things, right? No. Well, seems my laptop got a little tired of me talking because it went black too. Alright guys, so after that, Pfizer, Moderna, J&J pledged 250 million COVID vaccine doses by the end of March. I know you, me, everybody that I know is going to get in line to take those vaccines, because we all trust those things like nothing else. Like, the mainstream media might have lost a little bit of trust, but we really trust these pharmaceutical companies that have been making money off the death of our family members for decades. Huh. So, good thing they posted that, because, I've already signed up twice. As soon as they call me, I'm going. I don't know about you, but I am going to get that vaccine. The first chance I get, I promise you. I'm going to get that vaccine. All right, guys. But don't worry about that because we have one more page over here that is, oh crap, guys. This is like top of the line news. If you didn't know this information, then I don't even know, man. Like, you might as well be living under a snail shell, right? Because a man dies dead after police kneel on his neck for nearly 5 minutes, family says in claim. Little bit, it's almost like they've said that before, that the police are to blame for doing things. And then like months later, the footage comes out and then the police never get charged with anything. It's almost like they've said that to us a long time. But this time for sure, they're definitely not lying to us because this is a white man. You know what I mean? If it was a black dude, then they lie to us all the time because they're racist. You know what I mean? But this is a white dude that died. Oh. You know what? I don't know, guys. I do not know. But I know that the police force is super duper racist. And that we would all be better without police. Because AOC told us that if there was no police in the entire world, then the entire United States would just look like the suburbs. Don't take my word for it. Go back and quote ACO, man. Or AOC. That's Anastasia Ocasio-Cortez, or, you know, one of those names that when they cross legally, they just make up on top of their head. Alright, but that's only the Communist News Network, the most reliable news source in the world, okay? So let's go over here to MSNDNC. Oh, I think that might be a typo. I think that's a typo. That might be a BC. MSNBC. Okay. So not DNC. These people are totally, they have not sided with China. Okay, so even though I might have misread that, these people are not on China's side. Okay. Zay!
What?
Turn off that fan! Alrighty, guys. What do we got here? We got Senator Merkley saw echoes of the impeachment trial in today's Senate hearings. Wow. It's not like Texas has still got, dozens of counties on a boil alert. But Senator Merkley, he's not even from Texas, he saw echoes of the impeachment in the trial today in the Senate hearings. You know what that means? We should probably go back to the impeachment hearing. No. Not the first one that Nancy Pelosi lost and, they completely dropped the ball because they spent, dozens of millions of American taxpayers' dollars to actually prove nothing, and the president was acquitted, which we all know he really was acquitted. He was acquitted, but he wasn't acquitted because Nancy Pelosi is like the most reliable news source next to CNN. Okay, guys, I don't even know what Merkley's talking about, but I don't even want to click on it because it doesn't sound too interesting. Golf legend Tiger Woods. Oh, naps. Here we go again. A second news source. This is 2 half pages. Senator Merkley, Tiger Woods. So you know that Tiger Woods is like super, super, super duper important. And we all need to drop everything. You know what? If your kids have to go to school, you should probably take them out of school so we could read what's going on with Tiger Woods and see exactly what's going on. And then we could just all focus, make videos about how super duper cool Tiger Woods is, and that'll make the world a better place. Don't take my word for it. It's just the mainstream media keeps pushing this message, so I know for a fact if they're talking about it, then that means that I should sacrifice out of my life to repeat their narrative, right? Okay, I'm not even going to scroll down on MSND, MSNBC News. Sorry, little dyslexic. All right, you know what? I'm not going to stop there. Like, those dudes are biased. So I'm going to have to go ahead and click on Fox News and see what these guys really want to talk about. Because these guys know exactly what's happening in our country. Okay? So here we go. Number one news story. Lucky to be alive. Official says Wood showed no evidence of impairment in crash. Probe could take weeks. Oh, dude, let's put everything aside. You know what? It's not like we're in the middle of a epidemic or a pandemic or anything like that. Let's just put everything aside, investigate this crash to see if Tiger Woods could actually swing better or worse than he did pre-crash. Because I mean, that's just so relevant. Like, all of us just wait for what's going on in the GPA tour, the golf pro, GPA, golf pro association, probably because they're fancy and nobody can afford to go and eat at their restaurants, so you know, those type of people call themselves association. I'm not a part of an association, but one day I will be so woke that they will give me a free pass to any association I want. You know what I mean? The NAACP, you know, the FDA. That might be administration. You know what I mean? I don't even know. Well, these people obviously have no idea what they're talking about. So, CNN, MSN, MSNBC, and Fox News all repeating the same narrative. That's how I know that what they're telling me is most definitely the most super duper most important thing that I could possibly be worrying about right now. Because they wouldn't lie to me. You know what I mean? It's not like they're out there to make money. It's not like they're out there to, you know, get views and get clicks. It's not like, you know, they're pushing narratives to get people elected so they can continue abusing their powers in order to make money. They would never do that. These people are like the most clean-cut people that have ever lived. Like, for real. If Jesus was still alive, or Muhammad, or I don't even know, Gandhi, or whatever, they would work at CNN, MSNBC, and Fox News. Because those people, their standards are so high, it's insane. It's not like they would cancel someone like James O'Keefe from Project Veritas, kind of like Twitter did, right? Because their standards are so much higher than Twitter. Don't take my word for it, just go and look at Twitter. They might have reinstated him because they realized that the people that they thought were lying were not really the liars. You know what I mean? And remember, the only two people that were talking were YouTube and Twitter and James O'Keefe. So there's only one party that could possibly be guilty of lying, and they reinstated James O'Keefe. So we don't want to talk about that type of stuff. But what we do want to talk about is the super duper most reliable news source. They would never push anything, that hasn't been fact checked, because I promise you, my videos get fact checked so many times that these people are on top of it, Holy crap. YouTube, here we go. I'm just going to give you give you a little click, and then I'm going to click explore. Load, 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 load. And then I'm going to click news. Load, 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 load. And then, oh, really? YouTube? It's almost like you guys make me, sign a waiver that tracks my GPS and tracks my phone records and has access to my video camera. And then when I try to download something that I'm talking about, it's almost like you guys have some type of control. But I know that's just crazy. I know that's just my head. Ramblings of a madman, like I said. Okay, guys. Here we go. YouTube. These guys are the true reliable source. I clicked explore. I clicked news. Let's see what's going on. We have officials place blame on intelligence community for the Capitol riots. Dang, dude. This is a first for me. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I was being sarcastic when I was talking about how they knew this stuff, but this is YouTube, and this is CBSN. So this is the Communist Broadcasting System Network, right? Oh, that's not what this... I don't know what the C stands for. Anytime I see a C, I just assume, you know what I mean? Like CCP, our best friends. I know that they're only looking out for our best interest. So the Chinese Broadcasting System Network, I don't even know what that stands for. But, holy crap, they're admitting stuff that we've already known since the 6th. An intelligence community failure. It's almost like we knew that there was pipe bombs the night before, Crazy. Oh, no charges for the Rochester officers in the death of Daniel Prune. You mean that dude in Rochester that was murdered by 7 police officers at the same time? Oh wait, that never happened? Daniel Prude was in the middle of an overdose, and he was running through the streets naked, and he ended up dying way after he got arrested in the hospital for complications with his cardiovascular system. It's almost like that had nothing to do with the news. But I remember they were rioting like nonstop in Rochester because, police are just the worst people in the world. It's not like they sacrifice their own lives to protect innocent people. Come on now. Guys, stop being so silly. Alright, guys. This is my favorite part of the day. I love when people resign. Top executives of Texas resign. Electrical grid resign after it's proven that the windmills and ERCOT are to blame. You know what? I also have a Wall Street Journal. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can pull this up. Let me go to my email real fast. Oh man, no, I don't got it up here. But there is a Wall Street Journal post that is talking about the same exact thing that I made a post about how they're blaming this on nuclear, coal power, blah blah blah, and there was only like 182 windmills, out of the couple hundred windmills that are in Texas. Only 90% of them failed. The top executives should resign, and Ted Cruz should also resign because he took his daughters to Cancun when there was like a super duper risky winter storm. He should have left his children in the way, so you know what I mean. He should have been like a normal American where we don't actually insulate our children from bad behavior. We actually go out of our way to expose them to misinformation, bad behavior, just things all around that aren't good for their overall development. You know what I mean? We should go out of our way to do that stuff. Don't take my word for it. Do not take my word for anything that I say. Okay, guys? I am just a sucker of YouTube, and I love my clickety click. And all I can wait to do is see what YouTube is going to tell me to do next. Like a closer look at whether U.S. is divided by partisan politics. Because holy crap, guys. I needed YouTube to tell me this because I thought all of us agree. I mean, if you don't agree with everything that I just said, then you're probably a terrorist and you're probably on like a government list, and they're probably trying to send your children to like a re-education camp. But don't take my word for it. You should watch James O'Keefe from Project Veritas when he was he had an undercover agent interviewing a PBS agent, and it's not like he was 100% down with the idea. He was like borderline financing it out of his own pocket. And you know what? I agree with him, man. You should, let's just, we should just do what AOC does, and we should just, look at everybody that voted at Trump. And if they have children, we should just follow what, the leaders of PBS suggest, because it's not like they're trying to make money or anything. They're just trying to protect us. I think that's what PBS stands for. Protective Baby Services, right? That's what it stands for. So they're not actually trying to punish you, insolent idiots that voted for the only president that had ever actually kept promises that he made during his term. No, he's not trying to punish him. He is trying to, he's just trying to get everybody accepting to the fact that politicians like Joe Biden, it's not like he said that the very first week you elect James Ossoff and Warren or whatever the hell, we're going to pass these stimulus checks. You know what I mean? You can't rely on Democrats like that. Well, don't take my word for it. Just take Joe Biden's and Mr. Ossoff's word for it. You know what I mean? Because they love to make promises that they have no intention on keeping. Oh, sorry. You already received your money? You already got your $1,400? Or your $2,000? Oh. Oh. Well, good thing they're taking a closer look into our divided partisan politics, because they have no idea who to blame for it. It's not like the mainstream media has been pushing this narrative where there's like people being oppressed and then people that are the oppressors. They would never do something like that, guys. I mean, that it would be considered a conspiracy theory. Alright, guys. I am going to go to my one last video for the night. And it's gonna be like my walk away video.
I ain't tripping about these bullies, it ain't 6th grade. Go ahead and diss me, trying to sell a couple mixtapes. I'm not afraid, take my face and my name, paste it on the front page. I'm already famous and you'll never change it by hating or claiming you'll take it away.
My daughter Kai wanted to... Boom, get out of there. My daughter Kai wanted to remind me to tell you to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. And never give up, never surrender, take no prisoners, because I'm telling you, they know what they're talking about.